Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an oyster boy and I'm here again doing another beer kit review, or making the beer kit, then we'll review it later on. So this is another one from the Muntons taproom series. This one is the MaltZeit, which is a Vienna lager. It comes with the yeast under the lid, and it also comes with, in here, I think it's 30 grams of Hallertau as a dry hop addition. So we're expecting a bit of it's going to be a crisp lager with some roasty notes, because I think it's all 100% Vienna Malt or Vienna Malt Extract. Along with the light spray malt, you'll need a kilo of light spray malt to make this kit. As with the other ones that I've done, going to be fermenting it in the all-rounder. Don't mix it in there because you'll melt it. Mix it in a bucket, put it in your all-rounder, and then you're ready to go. So I'm going to get this made up now. I'll show some footage of me doing that, and then we'll catch up with Penny afterwards for a review. So catch you on the other side.
So, as I've said before, my preferred way of mixing in dry malt extract is to put the dry extract into the bottom of the bucket and then pour your boiling water on top. And then you just want to pick up the bucket and swirl it around. I find this one gets rid of the clumps quicker than adding the dry malt extract into the water and then trying to stir it with a spoon. I always have problems doing it that way. Unfortunately on this one, I had some tin opener issues, which is why the tin is in a pot there. Don't ask, it's my own fault for buying the cheapest tin opener known to man. So once you've got all of the malt extract in, you want to rinse out your tin with boiling water. That's everything that I got out of mine. And then proceed to just top up with cold. Now, a big jug always helps with this. Otherwise, you'll be forever back into to the tap. And then once you've got all your cold water in, it's taking a while, this, isn't it? Once you've got all your cold water in there, you want to grab your spoon and make sure that everything is stirred in as best as you can. You don't want to get to the end of this bucket and then find that you've got some malt extract clinging to the bottom. So get everything mixed in, and then you want to transfer that into your Firm Zero all-rounder if that's what you're using, or alternatively just ferment in the bucket if that's where you're at. Apologies for the washing in the background there. Clearly I didn't think to tidy up before making this video.
Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and we are outside in this
rain.
Glorious weather, ready to review another one of the Muntons taproom kits. This one is the MaltZeit kit, which is a Vienna lager. So they've made it with 100% Vienna malt, or Vienna malt extract, but obviously they've used 100% Vienna malt to make that. And it comes with a lager yeast and a dry hop addition of 30 grams of Hallertau to chuck in as well. So
never used Hallertau as a dry hop before.
Nor have I. So I'm expecting some kind of like, maybe, I don't know, grapey or elderflowery type flavours. A little bit of spiciness, maybe some floral notes to it, but we'll see that when it's in the glass.
So Vienna malt, usually it's a bit sweeter.
Sweeter and darker, isn't it? It's roasty notes, yeah. This one, with the dry hop addition, if you're just brand new to brewing, it's probably a little bit more involved than some of the other beers that you would have done. But let's see if it's made a difference. So let's get it in the glass. Oh, clearly a bit overcarbonated on this one. Oops.
I think it's just your pouring skills.
Actually, it's because the tap would have been warm on the first one. There you go, mate. How's that?
Oh, it's clearer than I thought it was going to be.
And me as well, mate. I'm just going to spill a bit over on mine. Oh, well. There we go. So, considering it's from a 1 tin kit with malt extract in it, and it has had a dry hop addition as well, I always find adding dry hops, things are never as clear as they would have been.
No,
so I've not used any additional clarins, I've not put any gelatin in, not put any clarity or any additional finings in.
So you cold crashed it, did you say?
Well, I mean, I lowered the temperature of the fridge. I think that looks pretty darn good, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, obviously you would want it clearer being a lager or a Vienna lager.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give that an 8.9.
The colour's really nice, actually, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what you'd want from that style of beer, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you giving it?
8.
8. I think you're being a bit harsh, but.
Do you think?
Well, it's your score, mate.
I know.
I'm not asking you to change it. Should we try and smell it?
Yeah. Try.
Oh, I mean, you can get the sweetness through it.
Yeah, but you also I get a smell of malt extract.
Oh, do you?
Yes. Do you not?
To be honest, I don't brew a huge amount of stuff with Vienna Malt, so I don't know whether that is a malt extract smell or just this is a 100% pure Vienna Malt beer.
Smells like malt extract.
Okay. And you kind of get the
A
floral
little bit
note.
of spiciness.
Yeah, floral and spicy notes from the hops as well. I'm not getting that malt extracty smell that you're talking about now, so I'm going to give it a 7.6. Because I really do like that sort of like toastiness you get from it. I can see the raindrops making little...
I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
7, yeah.
And taste it.
I do. That's what I've come here for.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, guys.
Really elderflowery, I think, from the Hallertau dry hop edition. Pretty thin.
Yeah.
Pretty thin on the mouthfeel, I think.
Yeah.
And I think this one you can tell it's from a kit.
Yeah, you can.
I've done much worse lager kits.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah. No, in terms of a kit, it's really nice.
It's got a nice burp.
Yeah.
Almost got like an orangey flavour to it as well, actually.
Yeah, and you get a bit of a sweetness from the malt as well. Other than the mouthfeel being a bit, I quite like the Hallertau dry hop. I mean, I think it maybe tempted me to maybe do a lager with a bit of a Hallertau dry hop.
Yeah, and I think it's so it's sweet, bit of roasty.
It's nice flavour. It's a nice
on there.
flavour.
Yeah, but I think it's just the mouthfeel's a bit.
It's just the mouthfeel. It's a bit thin,
yeah.
but the flavour is really nice. It's quite a well-rounded beer.
So the kit comes with a proper lager yeast as well. Only 6 grams though for a 20-litre batch though, so I don't know whether it's under pitching. If it was me, I probably would have put a little bit more in if I was making the kit, but hey, you know, they've got more scientists working for them than I do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad tasting beer. It's not a beer that I'd probably rush to go out. If it was on tap in a pub, I'd probably have one of these, move on to something else. Might come back to it later, might not. I think I'd probably give it a 6.
If I didn't have a grainfather though, and I was looking for kits to try, I would recommend it.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. 6.4 for me.
So I think you're feeling a bit harsh. I would give it a 7.
Okay.
Give it a 7. I think the only thing that's letting itself down is the mouthfeel, but everything else, the flavour and everything is really nice.
Yeah. Price-wise, so this one is slightly more expensive than the sour glass. Basically, the taproom kit is at 2 price points.
Okay.
One for without dry hops and one for with dry hops.
Makes sense.
So something like this or the Lazy Days, was it? The hazy IPA one that we did.
That was the flagship though, wasn't it?
No. So that was there was the Muntons hazy IPA, which is the flagship one.
Oh, okay,
and
right.
then we did the Lazy Days, which was the taproom
yes.
kit as well. So this and the Lazy Days would be at a slightly higher price point because they've got dry hop editions. I think still though it works out under 70p a pint, so it's like 68, 69 pence a pint. Still cheap. Still really cheap.
I still think that's really good.
Yeah.
I think that's really good the way things are going with prices of kits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you can get a kit like that, I mean, it is their entry level, but it's probably the best entry level that's on the market that we've tried.
And I think definitely, actually, you know, I'm not trying to put this kit down. At this price point, I've done other lager kits. Well, I've done other lager kits, Malt Extra ones, at a higher price point, which have been much, much worse. This is a really good tasting beer. It's just that mouth feels a bit thin.
Yeah, which probably could be changed a little bit, maybe.
You could probably brew it shorter. Like it says, brew it to 20 litres.
Yeah.
If you didn't do 18 litres, you probably ended up with a bit better mouthfeel, full of flavour.
Maybe a bit more. Find out what lager yeast is, or just put one of your own Saf.
Yeah, if you've got a pack of Saf lager or anything knocking around, chuck that in. Probably the W3470 rather than the S23.
Try it. Split batch it.
We all like a split batch.
You all like
yeast
batch.
versus yeast.
So what would you give it out of 10 then?
On price?
Yeah.
I'd give that an 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I think I would give it an 8 as well. I think it's a really good price.
And sessionability, you know, the one thing I would say, it's easy to drink.
Yep.
You know, we're absolutely flying through it.
I'd say if I had this on draft at home, probably do a 4.
Yeah, I think so. A 4. And only because of the sweetness, but that is a desired thing in this style.
Yeah, it's supposed to be sweet.
If you love a Vienna lager, if you like sweet beers, if you like this kind of thing, you'll chin it. But for me, it's not my style. But we talked about the sour glass a minute ago, or we did the last review. That one, I said, oh, I'd bottle that because I wouldn't want the whole keg of it. But with this one, I'd be happy having a keg of this because I could have 4 pints. I could come out the next day, have 4 pints, you know.
I think what I would say as well is I really like how Muntons are like opening up the market to all these different styles. It's not just your classic lager, ale, stout.
English
maybe
bitter,
a
English
Hefeweizen
bitter,
in the
possibly
corner.
lager. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean, because what we had in this range so far, we've had the watermelon sour.
Yeah.
We've had the coffee stout.
Yeah, with the dry hopped
The lazy
wheat as well.
The dry hop, the squeeze the day,
Yeah.
which we've just got.
Oh,
That's going to be
but
coming
we've
up.
got.
Yeah.
We did the Citra wheat, didn't we?
No, that's the flagship one. That one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 2 cans, wasn't it?
The wheat one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's been others as well. But yeah, anyway, this range, for trying out new beer styles without spending a load of money.
Yeah.
And on basic entry-level equipment as well. Like I did it in an all-rounder because that's what I use.
Yeah.
They fit in my fridge and I've got shelves for them and stuff. Just do it in a bucket.
Yeah.
You don't need any fancy equipment to make this beer. You just make it up in a bucket, chuck your yeast in, leave it, you're fine.
Yeah.
And the temperature ranges for the yeast. On this one, I think it was 15 to 18 degrees. So just coming up to the time of year, as you can tell, where it's probably going to be right if you've got a garage or a shed and you can chuck a blanket over it.
Yeah.
Probably be all right with that. I think they're really, really good.
Yeah. Yes, so do I.
starting point, really good entry level.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I'd started brewing now today and I'd gone to a shop and picked that up and was thinking about home brewing, I
remember the first beer kit I ever did was a Cooper's Australian Lager. It wasn't a lager, came with an ale yeast. Didn't taste anything like a lager at all, and this would blow it out of the water.
It was enough to put you off home brewing, whereas this I think would get you going.
It made me question my choices.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a really nice beer actually.
Yeah. There we go. So, the score?
Here is the oyster score for this beer. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Smash like, hit subscribe. Catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Oysters out.